when I've been the last virgin ever, but whatever. So the title of my tell is, Yeah, Dad, What Goes Around Comes Around. I saw the theme for tonight, and I think one of the things that we don't mention yet tonight, and shout out to everybody that told tonight. Told? Yeah, whatever. I was an editor once. Who told tonight? Fabulous stories. I don't know that I can better that, but I'll tell you my own story. I saw the theme for tonight, and I was thinking, we think that karma is this what goes around comes around kind of thing, right? Like if you a mofo, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass, right? But really, if you look up what karma means, because I studied this stuff when I was like on a spiritual journey for decades, what karma means is that you are of service in your lifetime, right? Karma is about doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's really a positive kind of thing. And so you are of service to people, and you hope that by doing all those good things, that you don't got to circle this planet again, right? Because this comes from other philosophies than Christianity, which is kind of a North Dakota thing, and so that might be over your head a little bit. But what? So I have tried for decades, because I'm in my fifth, to try to be a really, really good person and to do unto others as I would have them do unto me. And if there is such a thing as karma, that I'm going to be the best sweetheart of a person that you've ever known. And I think I've done a lot of good. I really do. And I think I've reaped a lot of good. But that doesn't make a really good story for the tell. So what you want to know is what my kid said, my son said, yeah, Dad, what goes around comes around, because that's a much better story when you want to get nasty and mean. So I was married to somebody for almost 20 years, who for the last 5 years decided he really wasn't, unbeknownst to me. So that comes as a really big shock to me, and I turned into not so nice a person for a long time after finding that out. And there was a period of time, and I'm so glad that we can swear here, my darling Laura, because there was a time for about 6 months, and my bestie can attest to this, that I said the word motherfucker more than I ever had previously. And the Shakespearean phrase, hell hath no fury, like a woman scorned, I embodied. And it's not only a woman, it's a redhead, it's a wicked smart PhD, not the kind that you have to have the beeper on, you and me got that together, but I'm smart, and I'm a psychologist. And so when I went for the jugular on that motherfucker, I did so really, really well. And then I'd back up and I'd think, okay, I don't want to be an angry person. I don't, and I try to be like the bigger woman, and that, like, I do so for a while, and then the motherfuckers would start to fly again because he'd do something so incredibly stupid or say something stupid, and then I'd have to back off and be a good person again because that's really who I am. So we were then living separately. I was in Fargo, and my ex was still in East Grand Forks, where we owned a home, and my youngest son was living with him at the time. And I was going to come to Grand Forks to do something with some friends that I still had there. And my ex said, I said, I'm going to pick up Sam at the house to take him out for lunch on Sunday. Just wanted to give you a heads up. And he said, oh, good, I'm so glad. I just want to let you know that Diana is here for the weekend. And Diana was this person that had been in my life without my knowing for 5 years. And I said, so? Because I really didn't care. I went to pick up Sam. I digress. So I had not seen this woman face to face, and I had not seen her picture. I had no idea what she looked like. And then because of the glory of social media and Facebook, on the JL Beers Facebook page for Grand Forks, the Friday before I arrived, was a picture of my ex, some really ugly woman, and two other doctors that, okay, so my ex was a doctor too, the kind that helps people, the kind that has to hold a beeper, whatever. And so the not so nice, not wanting to have bad karma person then went onto Messenger, at least I went onto Messenger and not Facebook, and said, "Oh my God, do you believe he gave up me for that?" I was, anyway. So it was Valentine's Day weekend. I went to pick up my child. He's a little bit late, and he comes out and he goes, "Oomph," into my car, and he's just pissy. And I was like, what is going on? His cell phone rings. He pulls it out. He looks at it. He goes, "Fucking dad." And he slips it back in. And because, as you can tell, I swear a little bit, I don't get upset about my child using that language. I just was trying to be the bigger person. And I said, "Are you guys having some problems?" And he said, "Yeah, well, his girlfriend broke up with him this weekend." And I'm driving. And I'm not making eye contact with my child. And I'm doing like that inner happy dance. 5 years, and she breaks up with him on Valentine's Day. And I just said, "Oh gosh, honey, I guess that must be really hard on him." And my son turns around and looks at me and says, "Yeah, I told him, yeah, Dad, whatever. What goes around comes around." So that's my child's understanding of karma. I know I'm going over. I'll wind it up a little quickly here. So a while later, year later or so, my ex and I had to come together for a really sad reason. And we're driving in a car together, and I said, "Enough time has passed. What the hell happened?" And he looked at me and he said, "Well, she told me I just wasn't the man that she thought I should be." And the little voice in my head again wanted to say, "Yeah, well, there was a lot of that going around." But I didn't, because I'd forgiven. I'm a kind person, and I know what karma really means. And I said, "I'm sorry." And you know what happened about 2 or 3 months after that? I got engaged last weekend to the love of my life. And that's good karma. Thank you.